What's up, pranksters? Thank you guys for coming back. I really appreciate it, and I won't let you guys down because in this video I'm gonna show you 5 pranks you can do with a wow, I can't even see that. A refrigerator. Oh man. All right, let me do that again. What's up, pranksters? I'm glad you guys are back because in this video I'm gonna show you guys 5 pranks you can do with a refrigerator. Well, not the freezer part, but the main refrigerator. Yeah, so I came up with 5 pranks that you guys can do with the refrigerator, and they're pretty messy, so I gotta warn you guys, they are pretty messy pranks. You might have to clean up, or whoever you prank will clean up, but somebody's gonna clean up this mess. It's not gonna be me, because well, actually it will be me, because I'm gonna show you guys these demos. Yeah, but whatever. So these pranks are very messy, so you gotta prank at your own risk, and if you get in trouble, that's all on you. But I hope you guys don't do these pranks. They're just fun to know. You guys know the drill. You never do these anyway, right? Right? Or have you? I don't know. Let me know in the comments below if you ever pulled off one of the pranks that I've shown you. Anyway, let's get this video going. Check it out. Okay, well, let's head over to the refrigerator, which, by the way, I've actually moved just for these demonstrations that I'm about to show you guys. Let's start off with our first prank, and if you guys see, there's a carton of orange juice right there. It's been empty for about a week or so, but I was saving it for this prank. But of course, there's one right here which is full, but I don't want to be wasteful, so we're gonna use an empty carton of orange juice. It could be milk also, but it has to be one of these. So we're gonna get started. Since it's empty, we're gonna fill it up halfway, and I've also added some Kool-Aid inside. As you can see, it's blue, just to give it color like I always do in my pranks. That way you can appreciate the prank even more. So I'm just gonna fill up this carton of orange juice with water about halfway. All right, it's half full already. As you can see, the water already turned blue, so that'll be perfect. So we're just gonna close it up like that. And guess what? That's the prank. You just put it back and wait till somebody drinks it. No, it's not that lame. There is a lame prank in this compilation, but this is not a lame prank. Okay, so you're not done yet. You're actually gonna have to flip it on its side like this. And since it was half full, that means that it's half full right here. Therefore, you have room to cut a slit on the top of the bottom of the carton. So let me show you an example. Take a blade, and of course you gotta be very careful, and if you don't have a blade, then use some scissors, but always be careful, and it's always best to cut away from you, not like I'm doing right here. Okay, so you're gonna be cutting a slit, well, actually not a slit, more like a flap. So you can either cut this whole thing off or just fold it. Either way, the carton of orange juice is exposed at the bottom, so it doesn't really matter if you cut it or not. And basically, that's the prank, guys. You're gonna put this carton of orange juice inside the fridge in one of the shelves, and you're gonna leave it like this, because some people actually leave the orange juice like this. That way it doesn't take up a lot of space. So guess what? When somebody goes and grabs the orange juice, obviously it's gonna create a big spill. So let me show you a little demo of what's gonna happen if you were to pull off this prank. I'm just gonna put the carton of orange juice on the top shelf because it's easier to have access to it. And just like that, pranksters, leave it there and close the fridge. All right, so let's say it's breakfast time or whatever, somebody's thirsty and is craving orange juice. This is what's gonna happen. Oh, damn. Oh, man. Did you guys see that? It got my Jordans. Actually, no, these are Cortezes, and they're old, so I came prepared. But yeah, so that's the mess it's gonna create. It's a spill that obviously nobody wants to clean up, especially not very early in the morning. So yeah, pranksters, that's an easy prank that you guys can set up at home in the refrigerator. Now we're gonna set up a booby trap using a bowl of cereal. And yes, this is my favorite type of cereal right here. Have you guys tried it? Oh man, it's delicious. Tastes like candy, especially when you add the milk inside. Yum. But actually, I'm not gonna add milk to this because yeah, it's just gonna be messier. But if you want to get messy, then yes, go ahead and add the milk inside. I'm just gonna add cereal because that's what the booby trap will need. A bit of cereal. And not a lot because this will end up on the floor, so you don't want to be wasteful. So you'll need a bowl like this, and also you're gonna need a piece of string. Now the length of the string will vary depending on the size of your fridge. So basically don't make the cut till the end, but you're gonna have to tie it to the bowl, or you can actually tape it, which is what I'm gonna do. You can pierce the bowl or glue it. It doesn't matter, just attach the string to the bowl and make sure it will stay attached. So if you wanna add another piece of tape, that'll do. So that's it, pranksters, you're halfway done. So now you take this bowl and take it to the fridge. I don't know if you guys have ever poured yourself a bowl of cereal and you didn't finish it, so therefore you have to put it in the fridge and save it for later. You're gonna have to put the cereal on like a middle shelf or bottom shelf. Just make sure there's a shelf above wherever you put the cereal, because you're gonna take the string behind the top shelf and run it over it. Okay, so I put the string behind the top shelf and it goes over it, and of course we're gonna tie the other end of the string to the fridge door. There it is. The string is attached to the door and it leads to the bowl. So this is what's gonna happen next time somebody opens that fridge. yeah, just imagine if I had milk also. Thankfully I didn't add milk to this prank because I avoided a bunch of cleaning up right there. So yeah, pranksters, that's it. Look at that spill that could have been. It's just cereal, but it could have been worse. You could have added something else. It's all up to you, really. You can tie it on to anything, but the example that I used was a bowl of cereal, and that is another messy refrigerator prank. Now for this third prank, you're not gonna do much. Well, actually you are, but you're gonna let the freezer do the work. So basically for this third prank, you're gonna take all the liquids. For example, more orange juice right here. You're gonna put it in the freezer, and you can do this overnight, but you're gonna have to wake up very early in the morning and put everything back. Mayonnaise, jalapenos, mustard. Oh yeah, the soda. Yeah, that too. So any liquid that you have in the fridge, put it in the freezer and let it sit there for a few hours. But remember, get up before everybody in the morning and put everything back. Once it freezes, you return everything back where it was, such as the milk and the juice. And to everybody's surprise, in the morning when they try to eat their breakfast, or let's say your mom or your wife tries to get cereal, get some orange juice, everything's gonna be frozen. And that is not fun. Like I said, pranks in the morning, they're nice to pull off, but if you're getting pranked in the morning, it is annoying and it's not a good way to start off your day. But if it's April Fool's Day, you can get away with this. So you might have to wait till April Fool's Day. That's when you do this prank. So yeah, this third prank wasn't messy, but it is pretty evil nonetheless. Yeah guys, I'm gonna clean this mess up right now and I'm gonna show you another messy prank you can do with a balloon. For this next prank, I'm gonna use one of these long balloons. This one right here, I'm gonna fill it up with water. Not so much, but I want it to be long enough that it fits into one of these compartments right here. Well, the size is up to you, but I'm gonna use about a foot long, just because it's gonna be messier, obviously, because it's gonna be bigger. Before we do that, we're gonna tape some push pins on this bar right here. This bar that keeps anything from falling off the fridge door. And we're gonna put some push pins facing this way, pointing this way. And the balloon is gonna be here, so you guys already get the idea, right? Let's do it. Here's the push pin, and I'm just gonna use some tape. It's not that easy to attach, but with tape, you can definitely get it done. You're just gonna attach it onto this bar. Of course, just one push pin will do, but me, I'm always wanna be well prepared, so I'm gonna attach a couple, maybe 3 at most. Here's a balloon all filled up with water. It's about a foot long, and hopefully it fits in here. Yeah, it does. So yeah, pranksters, just leave it like that inside this compartment. And of course, you got the push pins facing it. So once the door is opened, the forge will actually slide the balloon over this way where the push pins are. And who's gonna win, the balloon or the push pins? Of course, the push pins are gonna kick the balloon's butt. So now I'm gonna show you a demo of the prank. You're gonna slowly hold on to the balloon as much as you can till you actually shut the door. And then just let it close gently. Oh no! Yeah, just like that, it popped very easily. Just like I explained, guys. basically the balloon slid over to the side where the push pins were, and it easily popped. So your victim will not expect it whatsoever. And as you just witnessed, the balloon popped instantly. It didn't give them a chance to actually get out of the way. So if their foot was underneath the fridge door, it most likely got wet or will get wet. If you do decide to pull this prank on one of your family members, it's pretty fun. And you can do this over and over again. Just keep putting a brand new water balloon in there. So as you can see, I replaced the balloon with a red one this time. And for this demonstration, I'm not gonna close the door, but just show you guys what happens. Just like that. Very, very simple. Not a lot of work is put into this prank. Now on to the last prank. This last prank is also very messy. You will need a bottle of whipped cream like this one right here. And if you guys have ever used this, this is how you get the whipped cream out. You basically have the nozzle right here and you push down on it. Just like that. So we're gonna use the fact that you have to push down on the nozzle to get it out to set up this prank. So if you could take out one of the shelves from inside the fridge, that would be better. That way you can work with it. So take it out. This is the shelf right here. This is the front and this is the back. So you're gonna take the whipped cream and lay it down like this with the nozzle hanging from the front like this, right on the edge. As you can see, we're gonna hold it in place with some tape. Well, I'm gonna use duct tape here, but you can use any type of tape to keep it in place. So just like that, make sure it won't move. And you're also gonna need another piece on the back so that it's being held from the back as well. Oh no, my glove ripped. Yep, this is what happens when you use tape with gloves on, latex gloves. So that's pretty restrained right there. This can is not gonna go anywhere. All right, so now that the can looks like this, you're gonna tie a string onto the nozzle. So just tie it, wrap a couple loops if you can, but tie it tightly. And you're also gonna tape it just to make sure it will not come off. Oh, there goes the rest of the glove. But you can wrap it around. Just make sure not to cover the hole. The hole cannot be covered, otherwise this prank will not work at all. So make sure you leave that hole exposed. Wow, look at this. Look at this damage. All right, I'm gonna get a new pair of gloves now. Now it's time to put the shelf back in the fridge. Now the other end of the string, you're gonna do pretty much what we did with the bowl of cereal. Put it behind another shelf and under, and then run it through. Actually, I'm gonna get rid of this right here. It's in the way. But you get the idea, right, pranksters? There's a shelf underneath. You're gonna tie this end to the fridge door, and of course, when it's open and it's pulled, of course, they're not gonna hold on to the door open, so they'll close the door and just like that, it stops. So when it's pulled just a little, this is what's gonna happen. Just a little, watch. And there you go, pranksters. 5 refrigerator pranks you can do at home. If you decide to try these, please be careful. I don't want you guys getting into trouble. You gotta be careful if you're gonna be pranking somebody. Since these pranks involve a lot of spilling, please make sure that there are no electrical outlets closed or any loose or broken cables that might get wet, because we don't want that. So yes, prank at your own risk. And if you're barely watching my videos for the first time and you don't know what my channel is about, then you might want to watch more of my videos. I did a Q&A. If you guys want to check it out, it's up here. So basically I answered a lot of the questions, including the mask questions, which I know you guys have been asking a lot about. I answered it, and I did a hand reveal already, and the face reveal is still a question mark. Who knows when we're gonna get there. Oh, and if you want to see the behind the scenes of this video, please head over to my other channel, youtube.com/nextprojects. There I can actually talk more to you guys and be myself in a way. So if you guys want to get to know me more, go to that channel. It's sort of like a vlogging behind the scenes. I still don't know what I'm doing with it, but in the meantime I'm uploading random videos on there. So please check that out. And as always, thanks for watching, pranksters. I'm gonna show you 5 things you can do with this iPhone. pranks and hacks. So you have your iPhone 7, you open up the calculator, you slide it in there. And you're like, bro, I'm so sorry, I dropped your phone in there and it cracked, it shattered. You show it to him and your friend is gonna freak out. So this what's gonna happen. Whoa. You tell him, hey bro, I dropped your phone accidentally, and make sure he sees it and he's gonna rush real quick and try to get it out.